Alright guys, this is still section 9.2, but I wanted to give you a few practice problems for this next part of the learning target for our linear equations, okay? So now that you've graphed linear equations, you know how to plot the points on an ordered coordinate plane to get your line. The next type of question that I might ask you involving linear equations is to find the solution of the equation that would be on this line. Okay, this is our linear equation that we're given, and I want to know, would any of these points be on this line if you were to graph it? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to test each one of those points to see if it works out. Okay, and these linear equations that I'm giving you, y isn't by itself. Okay, so we're not going to graph them like we did up here. We can't graph them, so we need to figure out what the solutions would be using algebra. Okay, so instead of graphing, we're going to use our algebra skills. Alright, so remember, in your ordered pairs, you always have an x and you have a y. So we're going to start with our x value and we have our y value. So I would go ahead and label each one of your ordered pairs so you keep those straight. Okay, we're going to test them one at a time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this, and I'm going to plug in 1 for x and 3 for y and see if the equation works out. Okay, so I'm going to have 2 times the x value that they give me. So they give me 1. Okay, so 2 times 1 plus my y value. So they give me 3. And that should equal 10. Okay? So now I'm going to simplify this, this equation to see if whatever is on this side of the equation equals what's on this side of the equation. So I'm going to simplify it. Remember to use order of operations. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 should equal 10. Let's see. 2 plus 3 is 5 equals 10. Uh-oh. Does it? No. 5 does not equal 10. So what that means is this ordered pair is not a solution to this equation. Okay? This would not be a point on this line. So what you're going to do is write not a solution. Alright? It's important that you solve or check every single ordered pair because there might be multiple solutions. Okay? So in a minute, I'm going to have you guys test out this one, and I'm going to go through this one. So let's test it out. So we're going to plug this in for x and this in for y. So we have 2 times, we're going to use this equation, remember. So 2 times 4 plus my y value, which is 2. So plus 2, oops, should equal 10. And let's see if it does. Remember, use order of operations to simplify this equation. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 2, and that should equal 10 if it's a solution. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 does equal 10. So yes, this is a solution. Alright? That doesn't mean that this is not. Sometimes I put multiple solutions in your problems. Okay, so go ahead and test out 3-1. See if that's a solution to that equation. Okay, I'm going to start you off on this last equation. It's very similar. You're going to do the same process. Okay, but it's a different type of equation. So now we're going to test and see if these ordered pairs are a solution to this linear equation. All right, so remember to label x and y. Let's test out this first one, and then you guys can test out the last two. All right, so we're going to start off with 5x. So 5 times my x value in my first ordered pair is 2. So I'm going to plug in 2 equals 15 minus my y value. So my y value is 4. All right, this time I have to simplify both sides of the equation. So I'm going to do 5 times 2 is 10 equals, and then simplify this side. 15 minus 4 is 11. So does 10 equal 11? No, it does not. So this is not a solution. All right. Hopefully you're getting the hang of it. You're testing whether or not these ordered pairs are a solution to the linear equation. I'd like you guys to try and test out these 2 points and see if that is a solution to this equation. Alrighty, good luck.